And don't forget the show that Clark Cooning MMR has, the after show, which is going to start right now.
Anyway, what we like to do on the after show, we like to continue. We talk about general topics, what we've seen on the show. And I think a big hats off to all those who presented tonight. I think it was a fantastic show. And some of the new segments with all the video and the lights and Jesus, we're going to have a maitre d' at the door to get in soon. It was pretty impressive. So thanks very much. Now I noticed usually go ahead, Jim.
Let me mention something. Clark sent me an email about getting releases from everybody to show their photos because I might step on copyright laws. You know, I have no idea what that's all about. If you don't want your picture shown, then don't show it. It's recorded. It's on YouTube. It's on the video.
No, Jim. We should talk about this later, but the point is you just can't put up a picture of somebody without their knowledge. Now, yes, we're on YouTube here, or we're on the pictures and you're using our photos because we've agreed to that. But if you just put up a photo of somebody,
and not somebody, just their model, Clark.
Well,
not the picture of people. Their name would be there with their model.
So guys, this is probably not the right place to have the discussion, but
right.
The reality is any photo taken of anyone in public in the US has no copyright associated with it. You have no representation of privacy when you're in public. Copyrighted photos can only be used without paying the copyright provider if they're reading what's called a fair use doctrine.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you show a photo of a prototype as part of discussing how you're going to build a model based on that, that fits under what's called the fair use doctrine, which says you can use a copyrighted material in a fair use as long as you are using it to be descriptive in a process, either talking about it or using it. And it's not for profit. So we're pretty much okay.
There is some legal issues, I think, with those, and we should not discuss it here. This is
no, you're right.
So
well, where should we discuss it then? Because we're not attorneys, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
You should be talking in your business meeting, not in the
business meeting. Yeah, let's do it in the business meeting.
In your lawyer's office.
Let me understand this, because I'm getting ready to write an article as soon as Chris sends me the photos. Are you telling me not to post any of the model photos?
No. On here, we accepted that you're going to use them, right? We accepted that by coming on.
By giving them to you.
Yes.
Okay,
but there are other situations where there was no presentation given and you're using that stuff. So that's where it gets a little, I think we should talk about it. We can talk about it later tomorrow or something, but not
anything, Jim, that was presented by Chris tonight, you can use with total impunity.
Okay, that's all I'm talking about using. I don't understand this copyright problem, because I haven't used anything else.
Well, if I don't, let's say if I'm doing a clinic and I want to use it for something else and maybe get paid for it, and you guys use it, you didn't ask my permission per se, but I gave you permission because I offered it to the show.
But the point is, the copyright has to be on the thing to protect it.
Right.
So in other words, if I give you a PowerPoint presentation and it says copyright Phil Edholm 2022 at the bottom,
yes,
all rights reserved. If it said that, I'm not giving you the right to reuse it.
Right.
If I do it on a video and you're doing it online, then it's presented there. That's part of what I gave you the rights if I did it. But the point is, you can't just use it. But the reality is, unless somebody puts a copyright on their picture and reserves their rights, then it's not copyrighted. So you don't have to worry. So none of the pictures Chris was sent are copyrighted. By definition.
That's all.
Hey guys, Greg Cassidy has something to say.
I'm not a lawyer, but I do think you guys should talk about this during the business meeting.
Right. Exactly.
Great. Move on.
Okay. So now I did see some new people, if they haven't dropped out. after that discussion. Let's see. Who did we? Oh, Father Ron. Father Ron, I think you're a first timer. So do you want to come on and say who you are, what you're modeling, and where you live?
I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh, we're
I'm
sorry.
a Roman Catholic priest, a member of the Franciscan order. I don't have a layout. I move too frequently for that. I model in HO and N, mostly HO. I've been scratch building for a long time. Some of you may know Bill Davis, who's part of SAMRA in San Antonio, Texas. I'm a member of that SAMRA club. I've done about 4 or 5 different scratch builds for them, 2 or 3 for them, and 1 for a club in Valparaiso, Indiana. I'm into scratch building and model building, mostly for model railroads.
Well, that's great. Thank you, Father Ron. I know a lot of the SAMRA guys there, John Lawrence, Al Booz. Al Booz is a very good friend. Well, so is John, but
Al Booz ran into my car one evening.
Oh, really? Well, I hope you gave him a few Hail Marys to say.
He was pulling out of the parking lot and hit my car.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to talk to him in the next little while. All right. No, Al was one of my instructors on modeling the masters of the NMRA program for a long time, and just a fantastic guy, though. So, all right. Well, thank you.
Clark, did he have a little company at one time? Model company?
He did. It's called Ciblo Crossing.
Yeah, CIBALO.
Yes.
I used to sell him wood a long time ago.
Yes, you did. And he also did, he was a narrow gauge guy predominantly. And he also did fantastic buildups of like Rio Grande models, like the donkeys and stuff. And he would sell them at the narrow gauge shows.
I ran into him not long ago, and he's the only guy I've ever met that still has a brush cut.
Yeah.
You hit his car?
No, Al hit the father's car. Oh man, yeah. Some of the stories.
It's not because his hair got in his eyes. That's for sure.
No.
Didn't he make detailed tree stumps
Yes.
with the centers rotted out and stuff?
Yes, he did. Yep.
Yeah, that stuff's beautiful. Hey, Clark.
Yes, sir.
In line with the new segment that Daryl Jacobs is going to be showing on future meetings, I'd like to real quick just show one of the products of his that I've done to show the kind of detail that they put out, if that's all right.
Sure. Let me just put my better glasses on. Go ahead.
Okay. Or move closer to the screen.
Yeah.
This is a pair of gas pumps that I got from them for a gas station that I was building. Surprised you'd have gas pumps at a gas station, but mine does. It comes in a number of parts. You can see you punch out some pieces here, you put them together, and as he was showing with his soda machine and telephone booth, by layering them, you can really achieve incredible results. You can see here, you first put down the paper layer that has all the pump digits, and then a layer goes over that. And then you put down another layer of the clear plastic, and another layer goes over that. And then by the time you have it all put together and get a decal on it, you paint them.
What's a decal?
Oh yeah, that decal didn't work out.
No, call it a decal.
If it's spelled the same, I'm going to pronounce it the same. But then by putting all the different layers on, then you can go ahead and weather them. And they end up making really nice little parts for not a whole lot of work. And like Daryl said, I'm not great at painting, but they really come out good. And this is the kind of detail stuff that he's going to be presenting in the future episodes. And I'm looking forward to it myself.
Yeah, I totally agree. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to have to order some of those gas tanks or gas pumps myself shortly. But Oh, well.
Well, don't you have to
Yes, I
spend your
made
money on
myself-
topic markers?
Yes, Copic marker. Thank you very much. Don't, like you're as bad as our friend Paul. Don't talk to this man because they just want to spend your money.
Greg, I guess I'm dating myself a little bit. Was that regular and Ethel?
It was,
Ethel.
it was Fire Chief. Fire Chief was the regular and Sky Chief was the Ethel. I had to look that up because I wasn't sure which one I should have in the more prominent place. But yeah, their Sky Chief was their premium.
Man, I'm way too young. I would have said
Yeah.
Flynn.
Did you see the price?
Yeah,
It was 20, the price was 28 cents a gallon.
Yeah, you'd have to change that if you're building a modern gas station.
Hey, I have to interrupt. We have breaking news from Ted. What's for dinner, Ted?
Pizza.
Oh, well, we got an answer tonight.
Oh,
I knew there was breaking news. Okay, well, thanks very much.
What's on the pizza, Ted?
Shattering.
toppings.
Toppings.
No.
Well,
Well, that covers Italian sausage, ham, and bacon. My doctor loves me for eating all that stuff.
so well, that's great. For those who are joining us for the first time, it's kind of been an ongoing joke for almost I don't know, a year and a half. What Ted's gonna have for dinner, and a lot of times he just says, "I don't know." So that was good. It was breaking news tonight.
Or food.
That's right. So, all right. Well, thank you very much. Let me see. Who else have we got on here that's new? Maybe just raise your hands. And don't forget, nothing tops a pizza like a plain pizza. Okay. What else have we got here?
What?
Nothing tops a pizza like a plain pizza because there's no toppings.
Nothing goes with pizza other than brio.
Yeah. Let's see. Who else have we got that maybe I haven't talked to? Wave your hand or say hello. Come off mute. If you've maybe somebody's hold on. Who waved? Al, you're waving, Al. Go ahead, Al. What's your If you got some news, Al, go ahead.
No, I got nothing to say, just waving.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
I've got a question for Al on the sander. He said he was holding off for some parts to come in. Have those materialized?
Oh, it's not the sander. I got lots of sanders. It's the
Or
slicer.
the slicer? Okay. And
Believe it or
where-
not, I first just got some today. I've been waiting for blades from Persona, and Persona is probably one of the biggest blade manufacturers in North America. And I've been waiting for blades since December the 8th.
Okay.
Does that mean you'll
No,
be sending me an invoice? No invoice. You're just gonna send me one. Aren't you good?
no,
Oh, that's not happening either. Oh, I see.
I'm getting close.
Okay.
I have 200 in my shop that are 80% finished. And I'm
Okay.
just-
I will send you the bill,
Well, yes, just
Yeah.
invoice me.
but not the shopper.
Yeah. Well, that
We're
would be
waiting for another, an aluminum extrusion, which is usually a 10-day to 2-week turnaround. And now it's 8 to 10-week turnaround.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Who else have we had? Neil, where are you sitting? And don't tell me the beach. You have to unmute, Neil.
Yeah, hi, how are you? I'm Neil Harwick. I'm new here. Jim invited me in, and primarily I do scratch building, HO. And he asked me to join and see what I can do.
All right, well, welcome. Uh,
Okay,
Welcome, Neil.
how's the breeze there behind you? It seems a little warm. Is it okay there?
you know, I don't know too much about Zoom and how to change it. I can't get rid of it. I don't know how to do it. And from what I've seen, from what you're doing, you know more about Zoom than I do. Because you got all of these fancy doodads in there.
It's
all
better
about-
than snow.
Yes, it's better than the snow. If you go down a little tip, well, I'll tell you what, if you stick around when we finish the after show, I'll show you how to get rid of that.
We
Oh,
had-
great. Okay, that'd be great.
On
Alright.
Friday, I had 14 inches of snow on the roof of my truck and it was still snowed for another 6 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
This
Luckily,
is
it was
the
just on your
third-
truck.
This, yeah, nowhere else, just on my truck.
Al, you should live where Neil lives.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in Chicago. It gets real cold here.
oh, okay, yeah.
You can't believe it, how cold it gets here.
Oh, we know,
Don't
we're
worry, we're
I
getting
like
it
the
out.
view of Lake Ontario he's got.
They
or
Yeah.
said
Lake Michigan or whatever it's
Here-
on.
Pearson
Michigan.
Airport today said that this was the third heaviest snowfall since 1937.
Oh,
I can top all of it. I got onto the 401 around 8 o'clock Monday morning. I got off behind a plow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I didn't move an inch.
Jeez.
yeah.
I had
Same
this
spot
great-
for 8 or 9 hours. Yeah, it was a real fun day.
Neil, where do you live? Are you in
he's in
Trump?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Chicago? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a big lake here too, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
real big.
You know what we call a snow day like this? We call it Monday.
That's pretty good, Clark.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Yep.
can you do beach fishing from that?
Oh yeah, no,
Surf
well,
fishing?
we don't. We're looking for ice blocks. You know, you get a few good ice blocks.
You can troll, but it's kind of hard to find fish that can keep up.
That's right. Oh yeah, no, there's right now anywhere from 14 to 20 inches of ice out on the lakes.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So no problem to go out with you. Guys are driving out with their trucks out onto the ice to fish. So
Yeah, but that thick, it's pretty safe.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Did you know you don't have any insurance when you drive on the ice?
Oh yeah. Well, they do. You know what? I don't. I'll go out on the snowmobile.
Yeah.
But I've got the special picks in case you fall through. I have all kinds of safety stuff because, you know, being in the previous job I was in, I know the danger, so I don't like to take any. But I'm not a big ice fishing person anyway. If I want fish, I mean, you know, Foodland's got it for $3.
And it's
Even
already
Costco.
frozen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that was like at Thanksgiving and at Christmas. I got thrown out of Foodland because they said I couldn't shoot the turkeys in the freezer anymore.
That's pretty good.
I know I'm on a roll tonight. Hey, David Silver, where have you been, buddy? How are you?
I've been hiding. I've had too many other projects to do, so just couldn't get to the meetings.
Oh, well, we're glad to see you tonight.
Hey, Clark, it sounds like the ice is thick enough to start laying track across it.
Oh yeah, you could, but much better to do it just in the basement. It's a lot warmer.
Yeah.
So, but all right. Let's see. Who else have we got on that? Roy, go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to mention Jeff had made the use of plastics and that for doing his modeling, scratch building, and I'm going to say yes. Somebody else had used his plastics and found that they work really well. I guess if you're building a wood structure, you can't beat wood. But when it comes to a lot of the other stuff, plastics work really well. They're well, let's put it this way, they're better than what they used to be. There's better detail in them and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I tend to like the plastics because you can get so much variety in it as well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep, no problem. Matter of fact, I've got a whole plastic styrene clinic. Actually, I think we did it at the Aram Mills Club one year.
Probably.
Where we built scratch built some stuff.
Yeah, like a little bridge or something, if I remember.
Well, yeah, we did the bridge, but we've done this little bunkhouse.
Mhm.
We've done, well, I did this in one of the masters, not so much at the club, but I did
Yeah.
oh my God, where is it? This station.
Mhm.
And then years ago, I did this HON3 car. The window's missing out of it, but and then one of the great fun ones, and I think we've all, I don't know, I've done this in umpteen clinics where we built this little portable cattle ramp. And
Yeah, we did that.
That's for the passenger cars.
what's that?
That's for the passenger cars.
That's right. or in today's world, if you're flying.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's right. I remember those.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So anyway, I'm glad everybody is here. Let me see. Who else have we not talked to tonight?
I'm gonna sit like this and copy my friend Bill Banta. It looks comfortable.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
How's things in Vermont?
Cold and snowy.
Yeah,
Not like you though.
I think you sent some of it up here.
Keep it. We don't want it back.
So Bill,
Now
you
he's bored of
guys,
it.
Bill,
Huh?
you're all set for the big shoe next weekend?
Yeah, I guess so.
Spoken like a true manufacturer. Yeah, maybe.
You know,
You're
you're
going to Amherst, Bill?
yeah. I mean, it's just an hour away, so. What are you
Wear a
gonna do?
mask, eh?
Yeah, wear a mask and gloves and, full body suit. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, don't touch anything, don't breathe, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. So. We'll see how it
Yeah, we
turns out.
were, I had a room booked, but I canceled it.
Yeah. They're still on and they're just saying masks for everybody, so we'll see what happens.
I'm taking the N95.
That's a better look, Clark.
There you go.
I'll be driving up there myself. So I got to drive up Friday, but I got to come back because we've got a play to go to in BC on Sunday afternoon. So I'm going to be there on Saturday.
Yeah. I drive down every day, so it's just not, it's only an hour down the road, so it's not worth staying overnight.
No.
And it's a big show. A lot of vendors show up. A lot of people show up too. But because it's so big, I guess if I had to stay overnight down there, I probably wouldn't go. I don't know. I keep saying that, but I keep going to the crazy shows. So.
How many people here have ever been to Springfield to the big shoe there?
I never have before.
No.
Always on the West Coast, but I've lived on the West Coast in California. So.
Wow, they got people coming from England, France. I talked to 3 guys that came from Australia one year just to come to that show. It is that big.
It's really big. Yeah, for sure. You can, the key to going to that show is if you see something you want to buy it then, because you'll never go back and find where you saw
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't sell a whole lot of stuff when I was there. It just didn't seem to be a lot of builders. It was more buyers than builders.
I would agree with that. I don't sell a lot there. It's more handshake and talking with people than it is actually. I mean, we get a good flow of our regular customers, but it's like I said, if I live further away to where I had to stay overnight, I probably wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you've never been, it.
Yeah, you got to go do it once.
Yeah, the first time you go, it is overwhelming. I've taken a lot of guys for the first time, and I think, well, even Paul, remember when we went for the first time, it was kind of like, holy mackerel, like you don't understand how many buildings there are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're right. You know, if you see something, you got to get it right then and there, because if you figure you're going back or trying to remember where it was, you're done for.
You're done. You won't do it. I mean, I've been going every year for at least 15, 20 years now. And I learned that early on is I'll go wandering around and see something I want. So right, I'll come back to that, you know, Sunday afternoon when it's slow. Never find them.
Never find it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything looks different once the place fills up too.
I think,
That's the other thing.
I think, well, the fella, John Cardone that runs it, I think he said that at their peak, they've had almost 20,000 people over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. 22 or 23,000 was the highest
Yeah.
over the weekend.
Well, that's a
Usually
lot of
around-
COVID. That's a lot of COVID germs.
I
That's a lot
don't
of
think, I don't think they're gonna have that this year, to be honest. I don't think they'll be up in those numbers.
Hey, Bill,
I think
here's a
they
sign
got-
you can do for your booth.
I think they cut the number of buildings back, didn't they,
What's that?
this year?
I don't think so.
They're down to 330 or 40 vendors, where they were normally up around 440. So
Oh,
they're down a bit. You know, it'll be a smaller show, fewer people are going to go, but I think, you know, it'll be a better show probably.
yeah. Here's a shot for those who don't know. This is one of the buildings. There's 5 buildings in this complex. It's like an exhibition. I don't know what you want to call it, what you guys would call it in the States. We would call it sort of like the P&E or the C&E here, but it's an exhibition grounds, and they put up these winter tents so that when you're walking between buildings, you're not out sort of in the elements.
Yeah.
And these things are just, you know, full of people traveling back and forth. Here's kind of we're standing in one building here. Here's another building, and then here's another one. And it's if you've never, oops, that's just a picture from the show. So it is quite the. I'm trying to find if I have any more. It's quite the place if you've never been. It's a one.
Love to go, but you can't get across the border right now without a big hassle.
Yeah, that's a problem
that's
for
right.
us. Yeah, us Canadians.
I can't get out of my house without a big hassle. Where are you going?
Well, here's some more pictures here. Just I don't know if you guys are even interested in this, but so here's sort of the entrance and the ticket booths, and man, if you don't get there early, the lineups are unbelievable here. And then so again, here's one of the buildings, and you can see the tarps across. Again, that's kind of the same building there. This is the one building when you first come in the door, and you can see how big they are, and there's just tons of these vendors with everything that you can want.
Seaport Models.
Yeah, we were talking about Seaport Models. There's a picture of them and their display. Jim Scourse and Ed from NCE, you know, and the Atlas stuff and all the other paraphernalia you can buy. And then you walk in this one building, it's kind of unique. You walk through this tunnel, and then you come out on the other side, and oh man, there's layouts, there's all kinds of stuff. This is the sipping and switching layout, you know, in 30 that they have. Here's Rapido, a real good hot dog guys over here. And Woodland Scenes, now that they were just setting up, because luckily I had passes in the morning. There's myself and my other buddy. And yes.
All right.
You're having a good time.
Yeah, we were having a good time. So
Yeah, the hot dog guy just opened.
I know. And this is neat. something you don't see that often is a lot of European modelers, and man, they had some really fantastic stuff
You guys.
there. So it was neat. It was neat. So it's a neat place, and everybody should go at least once. It's sort of like going to the Train Fest as well in Milwaukee. I think everybody should get there once as well. So, all right, what time is it? Well, we're going to cut off the YouTube live on YouTube for now, and we'll continue on with the after show. So if you've liked and enjoyed the program on YouTube, you should join us on Zoom for the live show. And we will continue with kind of the after show and the craziness that will ensue once we are not being taped.